The werewolf, the vicious half-human, half-wolf creature that has captured our imaginations, and for some our nightmares. Werewolves are, according to some legends, people who morph into vicious, powerful wolves. Others are a mutant combination of human and wolf. But all are bloodthirsty beasts who cannot control their lust for killing animals and people. Or so we've been led to believe. It's unclear exactly when and where the werewolf legend originated. Some believe the werewolf made its debut in the Epic of Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was a Sumerian warrior king of a similar mold to later mythological heroes such as Hercules and Samson. In the epic, he rejects the advances of Ishtar, the goddess of fertility and love, out of fear that she would transform him into a wolf as she did a previous admirer. Werewolves made another early appearance in Greek mythology with the legend of Lycaon. According to the legend, Lycaon, the son of Pelasgus, angered the god Zeus when he served him a meal made from the remains of a sacrificed boy. As punishment, the enraged Zeus turned Lycaon and his sons into wolves. Lycaon's name and the word lycanthropy, the mythical transformation of a person into a wolf, share the same etymological root. Lykos means wolf in Greek. Ovid's passage, which is one of the only sources that describes the act of this transformation. His description of the change uses descriptive language that creates a connection between Lycaon's behavior and the physical manipulation of his body. Ovid writes, "He tried to speak, but his voice broke into an echoing howl. His ravening soul infected his jaws. His murderous longings were turned on the cattle. He still was possessed by bloodlust. His garments were changed to a shaggy coat and his arms into legs. He was now transformed into a wolf." Ovid's Lycaon is the origin of the modern werewolf. During medieval times, men were accused, put on trial, and executed for suspected lycanthropy, in the same way that women suffered from accusations of witchcraft, but in much smaller numbers. Werewolves, like witches, were believed to be in league with Satan. The accused were charged with cannibalism, killing livestock, and the abduction and murder of children. All that was required for one to be convicted of lycanthropy was often the testimony of multiple neighbors and/or local authorities, although many of those accused were beggars, hermits, or immigrants. It was sometimes the case even when the accused was of noble blood. So, while the burning of witches reflects medieval society's primitive attitude towards women, the werewolf trials expose its xenophobia and suspicion of loners. But, in Out of the Ashes, we take a unique approach to the legend of this beast of the moon. The legend of the werewolf begins with the birth of Aurelia, born to Lilith, who used her womb and magic to create others in her image. But all magic comes at a price. This price was the mutation of Aurelia's body every night when her eyes gazed upon the moon. Similar to how the moon plays a special role to the earth, it had a special effect for Aurelia as well. From the waxing crescent to the full moon, her strength is tied to the celestial sphere that signifies the night. The bigger it is in the sky, the stronger she is. With the full moon making her nearly invincible, she quickly became a strong asset for Lilith in the first two great wars. But living for only fighting makes for a weary mind, and after generations Aurelia would seek companionship. The problem with that is her bite and scratch is toxic to the descendants of Adam and Eve, which makes them nothing more than prey for her, while her bite to those who are descendants of Lilith transforms them and brings them into the pack. To learn more of the lore that goes into Out of the Ashes, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this page. The first season of Out of the Ashes is available to enjoy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever streaming platform you enjoy. You don't want to be left behind, as Season 2 is right around the corner with greater production, more interesting characters, and in-depth lore.